Download my free legato course right now and learn to play fast in the fastest way possible. It's 4 core exercises that you need to focus on in order to reach the highest level of mastery. And then I'm going to give you the 3 sub-skills of legato. Once you master these 3 little skills, then the overall skill of playing very fast runs using hammer-ons and pull-offs will be very easy. So go sign up right now and get immediate access for free. See you in the course. So, let's have a look at the other part of this technique. In the last session, I showed you a sequence that where you can change strings without using your first finger, or where you can use the second, the third, and the fourth, because these are really good at tapping, usually. The first finger doesn't do tapping very much, so this is a new thing that you have to develop. And there's really not that much to it. I'm going to explain to you exactly how to practice it, how to get it right, what to focus on in the next video where we go close up. And if you do what I say and you use the metronome, get in front of the TV, focus on it each night for a week, then you'll already discover that this is actually not as hard as it may look to some. I'm using the 3-note per string blues scale, and I'm actually able to play that with my left hand only, so I don't need to tap it. It's not that far a stretch. But the whole game here is to really develop this as a style of playing. And you do that by just imagining that this is the only way you can play the guitar. Of course, you can do your chords and you can do strumming, but every time you play something solo-like, then you use this technique. And once you're at a certain level, you can simply just drop all other techniques, put on a jam track, and then practice soloing like this. We're going to do that, but in another session. So by doing this, by imagining that this is the only technique there is, you become very, very good at it. Perhaps a little too good, but that will open up for you a whole new area of new things you can do, new things that is easy, new things that seems just right in front of you once you have this technique developed. So I really urge you to do it. I recommend that you really just dive into it like this was the only thing there was, and then practice it for a month at least. Then you might spend 10 or 20% of your practice time just doing other things, so you don't get bored just using this finger all over and over again. Another thing is that when you practice this very much, you tend to get blisters on your fingers, on your right hand fingers, and to some extent on your first finger here, because it has to do a new thing it's not used to. And that puts, of course, a little barrier, a little limiter to how much you can practice this. On your right hand, I recommend that you use both your middle finger and your index finger to kind of, easen up the stress on one finger a little bit. On your first finger, really not. It's just pain. You just get into pain. You do it that much, and then, it feels okay. And then when you take a break and you want to practice again, then it's even worse, because now your finger's all relaxed and there's no painkillers from your brain in your body anymore. And so it feels like really painful when you start practicing. But you just have to push yourself just beyond that. Just practice for a minute and it will feel better. But be careful not to practice so much so you actually, you practice less and less because you are practicing too much and you're straining your finger. So that's of course important as well. Let me now shut up and let's move on to the close-up video, and I'll just show you this little thing that we heard in the beginning. So move on to the next video.